Are we on the air?
Yes, indeed.
Hey, it's your favorite podcasters. It's Podgy, with LFX Media. My co-host sitting here with Antho the Great. Want to see what y'all on tonight? Little late night podcasting. Fresh out of Facebook jail.
Fresh out, fresh out.
Fresh out. My boy
Read the real.
picked me up. Here we are.
No doubt.
So yeah, another episode. We're talking about NBA and the Prince family in Houston. A lot of trending things. A lot of trending things. How you feel out there, good brother?
Feeling good, brother. I'm blessed, man. Shit. Ready to get into it. Ready to get into these topics. Feeling blessed. Got my good, you know, herbal essence. And just ready to go ahead and parlay with my guy and speak on these topics, man.
Right. Can you believe they put your boy in Facebook jail for showing?
You know these motherfuckers sensitive, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we did that's why it was best we just went and got our own platform. Wasn't no sense in playing with them no more. Like fuck it. Y'all gonna be sensitive, then we'll let y'all have y'all moves and we'll go talk our shit on something you can't stop. And whenever y'all get out your feelings, we right back at your top.
Yes, indeed. And it is called LFX Media Live.
Yes, indeed. Can come watch us pop our shit unfiltered,
Mhm.
untainted, live and direct.
Mhm. We got a new show, the podcast slash radio show. This one,
Jay, you got a little bit of interference in there, bro. Run that back to him.
the Woke Show.
Yes, sir.
LFXmedia.live. We got music, we got guests, we got opinions. Uh, we the new Breakfast Club. How about that?
I'm
We the new
fucking with it. Definitely rocking with it, bro.
without a doubt. But yeah, we taking requests and everything.
Yeah, let us know what y'all want to hear, man.
Yeah, well,
Definitely. Let me know what you trying to talk about. It ain't just about what we interested in. We gonna give you what we know what we want to talk about.
all
And
right.
then y'all let us know
Mm-hmm.
what y'all into, man. It's for the people, bro. Like I said, I was talking to P earlier. I'm really in love with my people, bro. I
Mm-hmm.
love my people. I'm infatuated, head over heels. Love, man. I love all my people. From wherever you are, wherever walk along, wherever you from, whatever you done been through. I love you, man. Real shit.
Good
From
stuff. That's absolutely good stuff. I'm trying. I can't. You know what I mean? I'm trying. But, what we gonna get into? We got the that
hey,
that is tomorrow. That's gonna be actually our first uh, live stream from the city in the H. We'll be in Minute Maid Park.
yes, sir.
Yeah. And it's actually a great cause. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a lot of stars there. I'll catch up with whoever I can. I was there before. You know, it's called Heal, and it's about community effort. Now, uh, you hear several things about the last thing you're gonna hear about Travis is asteroid. You know what I mean? And living here in the city, we've seen him at elementary schools pulling up. We seen him at high schools. We see him at malls. We see him just out in the community mixing it up and
No doubt.
caring about his community. And what happened was not his fault at all.
Come from some solid people, man. My last, when our last gig when we used to go through the city. That was the
Mm,
last gig we did together. One of my guys, he actually cleaned his mom's house.
mm-hmm.
Cleaned it up, got to talk to her, exchanged information. He told her at the time that I was rapping, so she actually gave us like they manager information and everything.
I remember.
Yeah, got his manager info and all that shit. So they cool people, man. They really too much bad I can even say about nothing about what they got going, bro. I respect everything he did and everything he doing. All I will say, that's just part of the game, man. And the same ones that'll pick you up will be the ones that'll pull that rug from up underneath you. When the first opportunity that they get to criticize what you got going, they gonna do that, bro. And that's why you gotta really love your folks so you can look past. You can look at intent. If they don't care about these folks, man. They dollar signs. They look at them as dollar signs. When you love by everybody, they love you. Love what you can do. When these folks get a problem, they got a problem.
Yes, sir. It's called synergy when our energies match and I send positive, you send positive back at me. If I send you negative energy, you're going to send me something negative back.
You reciprocate, baby.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to reciprocate.
For sure. So tune in tomorrow. We will be streaming live on Facebook, on YouTube. We'll have to be careful if they start playing music. I probably should just say I don't own the rights like I'm supposed to. But when you filming,
Stop it. Does that stop? If we put that, does that stop them flagging us though?
I don't know. I see people all the time saying I don't own the rights to this music. When I'm filming, I'm just in the zone. I don't be thinking about it. But we'll just avoid, because it's gonna be music performances, and
What I'm gonna do is just go educate myself. I'm gonna stop being lazy on that. I'm gonna go educate myself.
Pull up on it. Yeah,
bro.
Well, like we discussed a few minutes ago, the solution is having your own platform. So if you want to hear the music performances, you have to come to lfxmedia.live.
There it is. There it is. And we'll shoot the link to you on the book, but that's where you'll have to go. You'll have to go to that link.
Yeah,
be posted.
We can shoot the link to them in here.
Yeah, the link will be posted.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta go to the link, man.
Real simple.
No doubt, man.
lfxmedia.live. I'm putting it in as we speak.
Yes, sir. Y'all definitely still be on the lookout for my sports content. I'm getting it all together. I promise you. It's not something you're gonna want to miss. It is not something you're gonna want to miss. If you're in the Houston area, you're definitely not gonna want to miss it because we're gonna be all over it. Yeah. City, we gonna be on it. So y'all be on the lookout for the Good Brother Sports Pod. It's gonna be something that all the good brothers and sisters out there gonna wanna listen in on.
Yeah, and this came at a time where I've had a YouTube page since 2011 actually, but didn't know how to actually maneuver on it. So it's just kind of been sitting there. So when I decide, okay, I'm going to name my YouTube channel Where At in Houston, we actually came across we've been like courting this platform for a couple years now, and then just decided when the time was right, just hop in there. So Where At in Houston is a lot of the topic of our platform. So the live streams will be based off of where at in Houston can you find a food truck? Where at in Houston can you find a live club? Where at in Houston can you find a top-notch steakhouse? We might be at the Derrick. We might be at the Post Oak. We might be at Jaja's. Just follow us. Every week, we're going to give you something new and exciting. I'm going to start with the Cactus Jack softball game where, it'll be musical performances. It's a home run derby at 7 tomorrow Central. The game starts at 7:30. Tap in. You see the link down there on Facebook, on YouTube, on LFX Media YouTube, on our platform, LFX Media Live. Tap in. We what's happening right now.
No doubt, no doubt. My boy text me say that was the best game he seen from the Lakers this year.
It was a great game. Uh, Definitely a great game. It was good to see some relief for Braun, and the team probably the best team I've seen in the last 2-3 years. I keep looking over because I'm seeing the Chiefs. This is on ESPN.
Yeah.
My man Kelsey, he got the old school starter jacket on. That's it looked like one of the
Them
old
boys
stars.
always show out on the swag.
Yeah, yeah,
Once,
for sure.
once they get their dub.
hmm Swag out of there.
Yeah, they do gotta make free throws. Say they just gotta make their free throws. That's true, family.
Give y'all a look at the celebration. We are far from haters.
Nah, bro. I ain't finna hate on you, man.
Nah, we far from haters.
I'm not finna
Congrat-
hate on you, man.
Congratulations to the Chiefs for real
Look,
on
I
a great.
honestly think, we talked about this, bro. The main reason that I had no quarrel with Homie winning is because I think he can be the GOAT. And I think it's wild how they try to dismiss that already. Like, how can you dismiss that within 5 years and he done got 2 chips with no signs of slowing down?
With MVPs to go along with it.
Come on, man. Super Bowl and regular season. Like, we're not talking about if either or. We talking about you pick, you choose. He done did it. So ain't no way you can't say he could be the GOAT for his old. And I don't want to hear nothing about no coaching because shit. Andy Reid a good coach, and if you ain't gonna take that from Brady having Bill Belichick, defensive guru, then I don't want to hear nothing about the coaching. So it's tit for tat. You gotta at least get that boy a shot. Like you can't dismiss him like they be trying to do. He
Yeah,
right.
he made some great calls as a coach. If you watch that offensive scheme, it was a couple touchdowns where he's like, did he sneak off on the field? Because nobody's nowhere near him.
Right.
That's great coaching. It gets that. And from to, I guess to speak for the Eagles and our defense, with the 75 sacks and coming in
I
top.
had a damn good year, bro.
Yeah, but we had problems in the secondary because our safeties had to come up several times during the Super Bowl. If you paid
I
attention,
remember, bro.
safeties had to come and save the day, but it just wasn't enough. We was one fumble away from Hurts actually being the MVP of the Super Bowl. And then from looking at the comments, you know how we be in the comments, they was like, yeah, he need to work on that arm too.
How they talk about that last throw.
Ooh, I was looking in the air like, where's it? Oh, it's right there. Bro, you got to put it in the air at least 65, 70 yards in the air.
Bro, I saw a meme. That's why I'm laughing, bro. I'm thinking about this meme I seen. They was like,
Somebody shot the ball down.
they had a picture of Jalen Hurts throwing the football, bro. And his throwing arm was like a miniature arm. They minimized his throwing arm. They say Jalen Hurts on the last play of the game. They put a baby arm on homie while he was trying to throw that.
Stop it.
He definitely came. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was definitely looking like that ain't wow. That ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I was looking at the players downfield like, okay, it's gonna be a jump ball.
Yeah,
That,
like
that thing fell on the 50-yard line.
and lost air.
Yeah. But yeah, again, shout out to the Chiefs. Shout out to the Eagles.
Yeah, salute.
Um,
Hold on,
yeah,
bro.
all in all, great game was played. We had a great playoff series, and looking forward to next year. See what we're gonna do. But again, If you on Facebook, share, like, comment. We're back. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't made it over to lfxmedia.live, it's in the comments and on Facebook and YouTube. Click on and go to video on demand. You catch our podcast. You catch the social experiment. You will also catch custom beat talk with JPad, the juggernaut, the custom beat king. You heard?
Salute, my boy J Pad.
Mm-hmm. Still out there grinding as we speak right now.
That's how it is, man. Everybody's still grinding, bro.
Yeah.
Finna get off here. You know, we get off here, we right back in the charts.
Yeah, this time right here from 12 to 3, it's trap time for real.
Right.
Like the real trap. Like
Real
if
shit.
you don't understand what volatility means, it's just the speed of how fast everything is moving in the stock market and in the stocks. So volatility right now, and it's break it down to them. We didn't come here to talk about stocks, but break it down to them for the different sessions that is included in trading.
Well, when you're trading, you got, depends on even what market you in, bro. You know, if you in that stock market, stock
Mm-hmm.
then they got closing hours and things of that nature you can do.
Mm-hmm. First
So
thing in the morning, that's where they at.
they in there early. They trying to get it in because they got to get out by what 3 or something like that, 3:30 before 5.
They done by noon, bro. I mean,
Yeah, they don't be fucking around after that, bro. Like all of the day traders I know, like that's just the way
yeah.
that they be moving, bro. Like I'm
Mm,
trying to get into. I ain't really into the too much. Like I mess with the options on occasion, but it ain't like where I need to know when I gotta get in and get out because it's like shit.
mm,
we touch mainly on the forex. It's like we touch on that now. In the forex market, you wanna know what pairs you touching. You know what I mean? If you touching U.S. pairs or European pairs, then you want to know that the Euro session is about 2 a.m. our time out here, and American session jump off at about 10 our time out here, 9 or 10 in the morning. So you need to know that. You know what I mean? That's your pockets of basically that's peak hours. If you're in the streets with it, that's basically what you looking to know. This
mm-hmm.
folks that got out the club and they finna be looking for that. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
When everybody that want it is out.
For sure.
That's when them banks open up. That's when they allow that money to flow
Mm-hmm.
and get yours and go.
Yes, sir. Stay tuned for more stock tips.
Yeah,
But
we'll talk on
let's
that.
get into this NBA action.
Yes, sir.
NBA All Star game is this coming weekend.
It is.
How exciting! We got 3 injuries that I think KD's hurt, Steph's hurt, and what's the third person?
You got Katie, Steph, and was it not Embiid? Zion.
Yeah, Zion. He's the
Zion just got hurt.
yeah, he's the new street.
Street clothes. Senior street clothes.
Here we have what it's gonna look like.
Uh, Look like we got the crown on that boy Embiid. What you think, MVP?
Well, listen. I'll let him borrow the LFX Media crown. I mean, he passed 10,000 points tonight in a stellar effort. He dropped 29, 14 boards, and I've always been, you know, critical of him because I think he should be stronger. But he just not only passed with the 10,000 points and hit the 14 boards and 29 points, but for a season to average over 30 points Only Bob Lanier has done that as a big man.
Mm.
So if y'all don't know who Bob Lanier is, just Google him. I'm not gonna tell you you, if you ain't did your history, you ain't did your due diligence on going past the actual athletes that are of your generation.
Right. Yeah,
And
do
that's
diligence.
yeah, do your due diligence. Go find out who Bob Lanier was, and but yeah, he's deserving of that crown. He's
He
doing
did
his
his
thing.
thing. He did
Yeah,
his thing for sure.
yeah.
He did his
And
thing for sure.
and the beard was stinging him too.
Yeah.
Beard was stinging him. But here's I got a question for you.
But
Um, okay, so the top teams the top three teams in the East, out of those top three teams, who has the most urgency? We're talking about the East right now. Who has the most urgency to produce and come with a title out of those top three teams?
top three teams, we got, of course, my young Bulls. So
Mm-hmm.
I think you rock with the young Bulls over there too.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Tatum is my young shining star of the league.
yeah, bro. You know how I feel about homie, man. That's kind of where I be at with it. I be pretty much feeling like if it's gonna pretty much for me be when Braun leave, that's my guy. I think I'm rocking with the
Pass the
toughest.
torch.
Even though I know you at two, you got the books. And
Mm-hmm.
of course, you know they got one of them dogs over there as well that you can't deny. And old Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
What you say, how you feel about how it looked. It may not look as graceful, but is dominant and damn sure effective. So you
For
got to
sure.
put the appropriate amount of respect on there.
For
And
sure.
as we talked about already with Embiid, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and the Sixers at three. Uh, if you want to talk about urgency, they the one team that I say after three haven't quite went as far as the other two. The Celtics haven't quite won it all, but they've been there.
Mm-hmm.
Is just coming off of they 2 years removed from theirs,
Right.
and if you anybody looking at the East, I think most folks will be looking at those two teams as the guys that's going to be the most prominent going forward. So with
Mm-hmm.
that being said,
Yeah, I agree. The most urgency is with the Sixers simply because they got a journeyman by the name of James Harden that at OKC he was only a few points away from a title.
right,
At the Rockets, he was only a few points away from a title. So, we'll skip over Brooklyn. That was just visiting. But being at the Sixers now and still being a journeyman, the Sixers are, if they don't win, are in jeopardy of losing James Harden, the beard, and they're also in jeopardy of their coach getting fired because he's known for getting fired.
right,
But and it's uh, not a shot at his coaching, but some people just have a target on their back,
right.
and people, they get picked on. So
And that's not to say that some of his is not warranted. I'm gonna keep that 1,000 with you too.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's some questionable. I don't even say the coaching of it. It's just the outcomes and the effect that it having. So
yeah.
it's just like you gotta
You got to produce.
ride. You know what I'm saying? Gotta make it happen, bro.
So
No way to
that
make it happen.
Yeah, so we agree on that. It's most urgent that the Sixers come out, but the team that we just spoke of, the Celtics, Tatum, he was slightly hurt, wasn't
I think he was nicked, but
he? He was nicked. He's back. Um,
gotta remember what his injury was. But yeah, I think he was just. I don't think it was nothing too crazy.
They just got their best defensive man back out on the court too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we it's
I'm
gonna be it's not gonna be easy, but I think Joel, if he comes to play, you know what I'm saying? I think they can come out on top on the East, but Celtics probably got a more they got a better chance. They're hungry. They went further, like you said. They got a taste of of what winning, championships being so close.
right.
Yeah, they've been my pick out of the East for the past couple years.
Yeah, you know me, bro. I don't think the last 2 years I've been, what I'm saying, pretty much pushing that narrative that them young bulls in Boston is from either break. Last year I was good. I was good all the way to the finals, and I feel like I still feel they should have won. I ain't gonna lie. Like respect, all due respect to the Warriors and what they, what I'm saying, what they've accomplished, who they are, the proven champions they are. I'm not denying it. I'm not questioning none of that. But
Ooh.
I just feel it's the game was right there, bro. The game series was right there. And it was just growing pains. It was growing pains. It was growing pains, and I feel like Tate Dog and Brown finna really show boys what's up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Speaking of growing pains, I was looking at the the worst three teams in the league. Two of them happen to be in Texas. All just have won teams. The Rockets with I think 13, the Spurs with 15, the
Yeah,
Hornets with 14. But yeah, we down here, the Rockets probably one of the youngest teams in the NBA with the most potential. And I'm not just saying this because we down here. They look good, and you can tune in to the Good Brother podcast, and actually, you might run up on a Rocket interview. LFX Media .live right in the comments. You could tune in right now. We got programs running right now.
no doubt. Definitely tune in. Definitely tune in.
Mhm.
You're gonna
Yeah.
definitely get some. If you're a Rockets fan at all, man, you definitely gonna get some content that you want to tune into. So
Hmm.
definitely be on the lookout for that, bro.
For
The
sure.
city love their sports, man. We love the city.
Yep. We got the World Cup coming
Mm,
real
gotta,
soon.
gotta love it.
We got next month. We got March Madness, and we actually got a horse in the game. You know what I mean? We got the number two.
Right.
I think we number two, right?
Yeah. Well, I think we had dropped to like 4 when I had seen.
Mm.
Oh, let me see. I want to check that.
Yeah, I think we are number two. But, absolutely. Come on down.
Number 2.
We'll be live streaming from there as well, from the Final Four.
Yeah.
Catch us
We
tomorrow. If you just tuning in, catch us tomorrow at the softball game, Cactus Jack. And yeah, just stay tuned in with us down here in the H. We talked about NBA, talked about well, you know what? I want to stick with the NBA for a couple more minutes
go ahead,
because
bro. What else you got?
with the NBA and the NFL, we just witnessed uh, the Pro Bowl in which we both tipped our hats to the efforts of them bringing in the family and events that are similar to NBA All-Star Weekend. That's what. Did you get that kind of vibe too?
I did. It was
Mm-hmm.
it was all in sync. I feel like it was all in sync and in close narrative.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So we're expecting a good time. Your boy, 21, he gonna be in the Celebrity All-Star game. We'll check to see what his game is about. You ever watch some ball?
I ain't never seen 21 Savage who, bro. I seen a few cats get into it, but I
Yeah,
ain't never,
baby threw a couple jumpers up.
right. It left something to be desired.
Yeah.
Feel me? I ain't gonna badger the homie about that
Yeah, that's not his thing. So,
ain't his thing. It's just clear that ain't his thing. That's all that is.
hmm
That's all that is. But I don't know, man. You think 21 got some game? If you got a guess, what you say he what you
uh,
say?
I don't know. He spent some time over in Europe. Maybe he got that
Hey, hit him with the
that
Euro.
euro.
You ain't
Yeah,
never lied, huh?
we gonna see. 21. Can you
Hey,
do
maybe he earned that
that?
name playing 21 out there in the street. We don't know.
Yeah, 21 Jump Street.
Yeah, he might have been like, shit, we finna play a game at 21 and just was running niggas on this shit too.
Yeah, it's just cool to see them participate and get involved.
Yeah, I love that shit. Like I say, I love my people. I love to see it. I
Mm,
genuinely do.
yeah, a lot of ball players probably wish they could rap. A lot of rappers wish they
They
could
all say it.
rap.
They all admit to it. That ain't, you know what I'm saying? That's not even a quote. A lot of them admit to that.
Mm-hmm.
They all rap. Some of them good. D. Leo could have looked like he could have been solid rapping too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm sitting here looking at the numbers. The folks, I was thinking about when they tuned in for the reread.
Oh,
Actually, during the Super Bowl, a hot take for y'all. The Super Bowl had 113 million people watching. Riri had 117 million people watching the halftime show, and we contributed because we showed people that it was people that I had no idea who they was tuned in, and that's why they put your boy in the clink. But it was a good time. They talked bad on Riri 'cause she wasn't moving around, and we talking about it because I've been in Facebook jail ever since Super
yeah.
Bowl, so we talking about it now. But she had a solid show. I felt
No question.
some was lackluster or whatever, but she hasn't been on stage in 7 years. So there's it's like riding a bike, but she's pregnant and she hasn't been on stage in 7 years. So I thought she did well.
Very well. I actually applauded them making the choreography still be something that she could kind of participate in.
Mm-hmm.
Too crazy, you know what I'm saying? It was cool. It was solid, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we understood what it was. She pregnant. All right. So get all your acrobatics and twirly whirlies that you had in your head, go ahead and
Mm-hmm.
diminish. And she wasn't never like no Beyonce when it come to dancing. Like she was like trying to, you know what I'm saying, hit you with no single ladies video. You feel me? Like she ain't never tried to be that. So uh once you know she pregnant on top of it, just put I think everybody should have respected it for what it was and just appreciated it for what it was.
Right. Put some respect on Riri name.
Right, like what you wanted to do, man. Like I'm a first off, there's a billionaire up here dancing for y'all, so she
Mm-hmm.
ain't gotta impress y'all too much with her 8 counts.
Yeah, she was more
Like,
concerned about that Fenty drop for Valentine's
you
Day. Probably made 3 to 10 million on Valentine's Day. Yeah.
y'all think she care about a goddamn you not liking her 8 count?
Right. Please give us another album. Well, it would be nice, but I think
Me
that
too.
that portion is of her life is over.
Yeah, I think folks who did that, like thinking that like And if she do bring you something, you should just take it for what it is, a gift, because she clearly ain't focused on music, man.
Mm-mm. But I think having kids may bring um, some, it depends. She might just want to be a full-time mom. I'm a billionaire. Let me sit back
That's
and
what I'm saying.
but she might get some inspiration to put some albums together, whatever. We'll see. But yeah,
Right.
shout out to Riri. But definitely the business at hand and the H, it seems like the Prince family under heat again, being blamed for something again. Talk about that, good brother.
Well, here we go again, bro. As you say, again. Uh, the big bad Prince family.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and it's never like you don't really hear nobody. Now, what I do hate is when you be like in a situation and you listening to folks talk about the whole Prince situation. I mean, and you thinking, okay, is this person knowledgeable about what's going on, or are they like just interested in what's going on with it? Because if you're knowledgeable, then you wait. So part of being knowledgeable about it is then you waiting for full facts before you speak on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or you waiting for elements to truly fully develop before you jump all the way out on your position. You got cats creating narratives from the very first point. Let's go back to where it really started, right? We lost Takeoff. We hate that. Everybody hates that. But when you approach it afterwards as if it has to be a Prince family fault,
Mm-hmm.
and then you push that narrative, everybody pushes that narrative. You look at all these platforms, your DJ Academics. Oh yeah, it was. We finna find this shit out, and he got thousands of people watching it. Like I say, because I don't hate DJ Academics. I listen to him. You feel me? But I also see when a narrative is being pushed, and that was the narrative that was being pushed. That it was just some reckless, once again, some reckless mob ties, niggas that's finna jump off and do woo to woo, you know. When in the end, if you be real about it, all of the videos that I watch, and I watch, like I say, I be at work chilling. I watch the blogs, like, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with these platforms. It is no hate in my heart for nobody. I love my people, right? But I can also acknowledge when it's like, damn, bro, you was really pushing this narrative the whole time, and I'm looking at it, thinking to myself, in real time. This not no hindsight shit. This was in real time, like, dude, really speaking way too heavily in favor of one direction over the other before having any solid grounds, for how they were speaking. And we all know Wack 100. I need not even, Lord, I need not even bother with trying to justify that one, because it's like that.
He
I
loves
love my
flying
people.
off at the mouth.
He love firing off at the mouth, bro. I love my people. You feel? And when you hear folks like this, he get on there pushing corruption and destruction. That's it. It's just like, if you're not willing to be the most destructive and just ignorant nigga on earth, then he say you gotta be quiet about shit. So you only want the most ignorant of ignorant motherfuckers to speak on certain like certain shit. Like if you wasn't on this, then hey, and to this day, I forget something he said. It just gave me like just feeling like, bro, that's just so so you hear some shit so stupid, you just be like, bro, what the like, not just you can't be really like this. Like you really think like we don't. He said something about his street, like because of the ways that Jay Prince and his family are trying to handle situations, as far as even with the Takeoff thing. I mean, you know what I mean, with the Offset thing. Offset feels away. It's clear that Offset, has somehow been getting the message out that he's had a problem with how everything went down. I'm guessing this is not no solidified info. This is pretty much what they done gave us out loud type shit. And he say he getting a message out there that hey, if he hears something, you should call me type shit. In other words, like call me about what you heard I said type shit. But in his feelings, you know, he's saying like, bro, like they not fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? We not fucking with you. And now you playing victim. That's basically, you know, his stance. So it's like, and you ain't heard nothing really from the family outside of Offset, right? If I'm not mistaken, I ain't heard nobody else other than Offset jabbing. And you know, then you hear about the altercation between Offset and Quavo. So I feel like Offset is, and then the whole thing about Prince. Now, Prince didn't have to get on there with all that saying who he helped out and you know with this, that, and the third. He didn't have to, but again, you don't have to attack this man brand and think that he can't defend himself. See what a lot of these folks is thinking, they thinking that he trying to go out here and out gangster these niggas. Why would I what do I stand to gain by out gangstering folks that ain't got as much as I got? What do I stand to gain? What would be the profit of hey, I'm finna show you how gangster I am, even though you ain't got half of what I got. For what? For what? What billionaires you know beefing? Name me one. Name me one billionaire trying to show you how stiff of a gangster they is. One,
especially if they got 2 islands to go chill out and just got 2 islands.
to who? To who? Oh man, stop! Like it's laughable, but they really don't see it like that. I guess in their minds, whatever they feeling, they feel like, oh yeah, this is what street shit is. Like I guess maybe I'm just trying to be a real nigga. I ain't trying to be no street nigga. Like maybe that's the difference. Maybe whatever he on and the methodology that he trying to come with, I fuck with real niggas. Straight up. I like the way they cut. I like the way that they make up. They solid. It ain't finna be no goofy shit going on. And this to me, like the shit homie be pitching, it just be goofy shit. It's goofy shit. And then you hear the young teeny boppers that be like, yeah, Wack. Yeah, Wack. Like, bro, it is what it is, man. I try not to.
This the same Wack that got knocked out on camera.
Yeah, that's him, you know. But you know, he say he would win, lose, or draw. You know, he okay with. But my thing is then why? So what do you stand the game by fighting and knocking a nigga out if that done been done your way too?
Speaking of draws, he been with his cheeks out too. So there's a couple things that not in the history. You know, I've been here over 50 years. Never been caught with my cheeks out. Never been knocked out. So stop it. Stop it, Wack. Stop it.
Salute, man. Yeah, y'all go cop them. Y'all go cop them, man. Before
cop them.
Y'all go cop them, man. Go get that. Go get my boy Book. Go cop your hoodie, man. Get yourself in cozy. You got the color combos. You see them. You got something to go with one of them for shit show. So grab everyone. And he I don't know if he's still gonna do it. We're gonna make that be on him. He was for a little while giving folks a whole free copy of the book with a hoodie purchase. I don't know. Y'all might be too late. Y'all got to take that up with my boy P. He might run the promo again. He might not.
I love my people too. I'm gonna open it up. The doors of the church is open. Go ahead and buy you one of these hoodies. I will sign a copy of the RICO verdict for the free for you.
Real deal.
We will put it in the mix. So
show y'all go get that.
Yeah, we got to have our own ads. You know what I mean? So
real shit. Got to plug yourself, bro.
The RICOverdict.com.co. That's our store. That's where you find our merchandise. That's where you find the books, and you
all that, all
find
that. Go get all that.
media at lfxmedia.live. So we have two different websites, and if you're not familiar with multiple streams of income, if you're not familiar with multitasking, that's what we're doing. You know, all the eggs is not in one carton.
No, sir. Oh, sir. And to try to wrap up this whole, I really don't even like talking on the Prince thing because I feel like it's just so played out. But it's just like I feel like the narrative of the biggest mouths on social media and the platform blogs and all that, it don't be from where we at. It be the outsiders. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even call them outsiders. It just be
Mm-hmm.
cats with opinions that just ain't in the mix for real. And then, like I say, nobody addressing the fact that all of their research and everybody, it was yellow hoodie. I can't tell you how many times yellow
Mm-hmm.
this, yellow hoodie that. I'm like, bro, I'm just waiting for the footage for real, like for real. Like I'm like, hey, maybe it do look like it. If we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
strictly off of what you see on the camera, we can say that it do look like it. But that's just not what I was looking. I always said from the get go that I was waiting for the full story to come out before
Mm-hmm.
any type of real, you know what I'm saying, hurt. And then come to find out, it's a cat that nobody ever mentioned. Like none of y'all mentioned him. Nobody. I seen all you bloggers. You know, nobody was saying it was DJ Pat. You know, right? Like never even mentioned. DJ Academics went as far as to research everybody he seen on the camera. He
Mm-hmm.
still never researched DJ Pat. That still was a name. They spent hours researching that folks' name and trying to find out who was who. Never came back with it. Never, not once. So it's kind of just chill and let these folk figure out their situations. And when all the chips fall, say your piece then. But to come out already trying to say it was this dude, and then now if you go back and listen, they did all that researching. They got a portion of the video where he say, "Hey man, if you took it like that, big bro, I apologize." And that shit is facts. And they trying to say he snitched on his family, but that was all paperwork that they was reading. Like I'm trying to see like why y'all they do the same thing all day. Like all they do is try to grab folk paperwork and read it. That's what they do. You feel what I'm saying? So how you mad at him for taking it and defending his name, his brand, and his family with the same shit that y'all do on a regular basis? It's just all about who narrative they want to spin it for. And I just feel like just chill and stay in your lanes, man. Stay in your lanes, and that shit'll be cool.
Mm-hmm. And stop putting words in the Prince family mouth. Yeah. the whole the whole narrative about mob ties, about the Prince family, it kind of surrounds them talking about checking in Houston. And if you really pay attention to what Jay Prince is saying, he never said you have to check in when you come down here. He said you don't have to check in, but it's good to have a friend. Exactly what he said.
And so what place wouldn't that be the case? Like
Yeah.
they talk all the time about, hey, if you came out here and you talked to such and such and they did so then you be good. Like, bro, okay then. So like, I don't know, bro. They
It's
I don't
good etiquette. I mean, common decency. Hey, I'm in your town. What's going on? Woo woo. Yeah, I mean, that's common decency. But to come and say, I ain't checking in, I don't see, then when you get missing, yeah, I mean,
yeah,
you announced that you didn't want to check in, so people is probably looking for you.
from the get go. From the get go, you
Yeah, you don't come to somebody else's house and go against the grain. I'm gonna wear my shoes. I know you got a
right,
sign that say take your shoes off, but I'm gonna wear my shoes.
what marble floors, bitch, I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. I want what all right, bet.
Hmm.
You know, but like bucking the system just because that's ignorance. But
Yeah, it's a lot of folks 6 feet deep, and it's a lot of folks behind bars that just don't want to comply.
right. and they talking about, yeah, y'all, something else I heard. Man, Wack, really, I ain't even gonna address no more Wack quotes because
Go ahead, spit it, spit
so
it.
to me, bro, it's just so much ignorance
Mm-hmm.
embedded in it that it just get frustrating after a while to even talk about, and they'll be feeling like it ain't gonna change because he ain't looking for logical minded people when he talking like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's all I'm trying to do is like bring logic and rationale. I love my people, so I'm always gonna try to bring rationale, logic to these situations, and they always gonna try to push the fact of, well, in the street sometimes it ain't logic, and I would push the fact that this ain't that.
Mm-hmm.
Like point blank period. This specific situation ain't that. Like you can play it how you want to play it or whoop the whoop, but
Mm-hmm.
they not beefing. They not trying to. If it's up on both ends, hey, I have to just be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? What can I say? Shit,
Mm-hmm.
he clearly threatening this side, that side clearly threatening this side. You know, like shit, y'all both disrespectful. It ain't no seen no signs of nobody reaching out to try to make amends. That whoop the whoop is just straight negativity. What would I say then? I'd be remiss to even try to impart into that type of shit. Like, hey, bro, that's street business. You know what I mean? But when you got one side that's clearly like on some, hey, we, hated for him with the whoop. This shit is crazy with the whoop. They came out and spoke out and said, like, hey, this was on some defense shit, like on some accidental death, on some self-defense. And that's just what it was. You know what I'm saying? Now, however Takeoff ended up getting hit, I'm sure was in the mix of this situation, but it's clear that it ain't you feel what I'm saying? No outward animosity coming from one side. So why would you be mad at somebody that's a prominent established figure? And maybe that's the difference. You feel me? Maybe that's the difference. It's the prominence and actually being established in a well, respected type individual type shit that maybe it's different on both ends. So maybe this side can't rationalize like that side because they don't understand what that other side going through. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of why it's hard to talk about shit with small-minded people. You know what I mean? They can't never see it that way because they ain't gonna see outside the prism of what they in. You feel me? Like I ain't trying to, and then they get, and then they get emboldened in that shit. Like I ain't trying to see it. They don't try to see it no other way. Like, or you, and then it'll be like almost the more you show them the light of what they doing is ignorant, then they just kind of throw away rationale. Then like I'm just doing it because this is what it is. All of a sudden it's just we ain't trying to. We don't want to live. We didn't come here to live. Okay. We ain't trying to walk away from it. Okay, shit, damn. All right.
Yep. I think
Cool.
when you're known for being in the streets and then you turn your whole operation to totally legit, it's always going to be people that's going to try to pull you back into the streets.
Type shit.
I'm saying if you a street dude, Wack 100, the
Yeah.
the things that you have lined up, the clubhouse, that's something that he has lined up
Right.
and has really been trying to leverage himself as the spokesperson for Clubhouse. Ain't no real gang banging dude. You know what I'm saying? You're
Yeah,
not
man.
you're
You
not a
doing good
gangster.
business. You doing
Yeah.
good business, bro. Like
Don't-
let's just why not push that? Why not push that narrative more, bro? That's what I'm saying. Like if you get the difference between him and a nigga like Jay Prince is what you see them push on a regular basis in the city is not the narrative that's currently going. That's why when they currently go through this, it's easier to kind of be like, hey, let that dust settle before you make a judgment. Because we know that that's not like Jay Prince move. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now Junior do the music lane.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as my understanding of his artists and anybody that been up under him type shit, I don't know of no fucked up business. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I ain't heard of it. I don't know of it. You know what I'm saying? They just signed from this 2 times. You know what I'm saying? To the label. So,
Mm-hmm.
and he one of the hottest things smoking right now. So,
Mm-hmm. And he talks about the back end in his hot song.
straight
So
up.
if he getting backdoored on the back end, then we would hear about it. You know what I mean? And I'm sure a lot of people, we right down here in the mix of everything that's going on, and I'm sure a lot of people would be like, well, who are you to speak on it? How what's your credentials and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you like Fat Joe tell you, you don't know who I know. You don't know who I know. We definitely tapped in. We ain't gotta wave no flags. We ain't gotta, you know what I mean?
Man, listen, being in the city is being in the city. I'm not telling you nothing about them personally, in their personal life. I'm not telling you nothing that I ain't seen with my own 2 eyes. You know what I'm saying? You won't hear nothing out of my mouth that I don't have direct knowledge of. So if I share it, that's just what it is. That's why I don't mind sharing it. And that's why when I listen, I don't mind listening. You feel me? I don't mind listening and hearing what you got to say because I don't feel like I know everything, and I'm only gonna speak on what I know. So that's why you're going out, and me knowing that I don't know everything, I'm always do more listening than talking. That's just what it's gonna be, especially in an environment where talking ain't what I'm supposed to be doing, or if talking is not the only option. I would prefer to listen to what you got to say, preferably.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. So we streaming live on Facebook again after a little
We
break.
back.
We live on YouTube. We live on lfxmedia.live. Share, like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the platform LFX Media Live. To me, and I'm not gonna get on no soapbox and be, on some what's wrong with our people, but we've been tooting our own horn for we have our own platform, and if I was Puff and I said, come on over to Revolt, you know how many people would be lined up trying to get robbed by Puff, as he's known to do.
You think he robbing them folks on the vote? I don't think he robbing them, though, bro. But I ain't gonna say that being known to do ain't a fact though. So you might be on something with that.
Yeah, I mean, go to YouTube and listen to that Hot 97 interview with Jada Styles and Puff.
Yeah,
I think it was Angie Martinez.
Facts, bro.
Go listen to that. I mean, I don't know. He Nori said he passing out good money, so I mean,
Right. That's why I say you think he robbing them. I don't think so, bro. Not well. At least maybe not the ones he know can go somewhere else and get it right.
yeah, it's called selective morality. You know what I mean, certain people get called snitches. Certain people get called.
Oh,
That's my family. That's
yeah.
my.
Somebody looked up, bro. They put it on social with a what is this shit called? Informant.
The definition of what an informant is?
No, the yearly salary, bro.
Oh, they get paid. They on payroll.
I think that shit was like 80 something K, bro. I forget 84, 83,000. I was like, what the I was like, y'all boys is breeding a nice ticket for these.
I need to see the receipt. I know a snitch that the feds didn't even give him nothing. I need to see the receipts. Not only they didn't give him nothing, they left him hanging. Like they supposed to relocate him and everything.
Hey, I'm with you. I didn't see niggas snitch for a couple grams, for a gram of weed.
Come on. Retail theft. Yeah, the retail theft. Yeah, told on a murder.
Man.
Hey, it is what it is, bro.
Say 80K. I say, boy, they would have, bro. Think about how many of these motherfuckers would be.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, the streets wouldn't be safe.
Not at
Hey,
all.
personal conversations wouldn't be safe, bro.
Nah. If somebody came up to you, look, I got 100 for you.
I don't got nothing for you, but
Where they at?
to the,
Where
I ain't got nothing for you, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Bro. I wouldn't want no new man. Listen. Them boys posted that. I say, damn.
Right.
Say it.
Drop a thumbs up in the comments if I ever told on anybody out there. Drop a thumbs up.
You ain't finna get no thumbs. 0 thumbs for your boy. They already know I'm not finna play these reindeer games.
Drop an eyeball in the comments. Nah, but seriously, this whole thing with the Prince family, been I'm not gonna say been dodging the feds, been really ducking them because they've been, go read the book, go read Loyalty. Um, it'll definitely explain to you how they was at his top constantly, and
Yeah, man.
really would try to line him up and try to put him in a dark spot. And he was like, I'm not parking over there. I'm parking over here at McDonald's where the street lights can see my car. Like,
I'm telling you, bro.
go read the book. They definitely was trying to kill him.
I feel like when I was looking at the it was a academics interview, academics part. He spoke on something that Tekashi had told him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I think I might have shared this on our pod before, but this is really the one that I like to drive home, and it's the fact that Tekashi had no reason to give Jay Prince them any type of clout. Like, you feel me? Like, he had zero during his snitching. Like, he had zero reason to make it like, oh yeah, like let me tell, which is probably why he never shared it publicly.
Mm-hmm.
It would have gave Jay Prince them more of that boogeyman allure that certain cats try to, poo. Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Because even after sharing it, and we all know how civilian academic is, right?
Mm-hmm.
He ain't finna play no, academics is, he ain't trying to play that either. You feel me? So when he came out and said that he was told by Tekashi, and then he even thought about it afterwards, like, I hope I didn't get him in trouble for sharing that. You feel me? Because he was thinking like he shouldn't have even said it. But what it also showed me is that all of that whole well, let me finish it first. So academics say that Tekashi told him when he was getting interviewed and he was already in the middle of doing his snitching. He was on a snitch fucking rampage. It was a snitch capade going.
He the highest paid snitch of all time.
Yeah, he getting it in. He letting names go. He letting them roll. He told academics that the feds that he done. He out of breath from snitching. He been snitching so much he out of breath. They leave. Two new feds come in, and they come in on some whole different shit, asking him about who? None other than Jay Prince and the Prince family. And what kind of dirt did he have to help them catch them and pin them on some shit? Now you tell me. And of course, Tekashi ain't got shit on them. He ain't in the mix with them. I want to say the only reason that it even was something that they thought he might be able to help him with was the fact that he was, I believe, a little bit before that kicked out or came down here, and it was an issue. They didn't let him in a party or something. And
it was Jay Prince. I mean, It was Jazz's birthday party because I was there.
Yeah, it was an issue, and they wouldn't let him in. And when that went down, I'm believing they thought that would have been probably, I guess, they only avenue to say, okay, well, since the oven is hot, let's see if he got something for them.
Mm-hmm.
But the only reason I feel that story has significance is ain't no motherfucking way you gonna convince somebody that they working with the feds and the feds is reaching at straws in New York to try to incriminate a nigga on damn near the opposite side of the country.
Mm-hmm.
They want this nigga, but they ain't. He ain't for whatever reason, and it ain't no snitching shit. Because if it was snitching shit on who he gonna snitch on?
Mm-hmm.
That
I'll
they
tell you.
that they wouldn't want him more than like.
Mm-hmm.
It just don't even add up. Like the folks be so big, trying to debunk the story of the Prince family. That shit wasn't built overnight.
Mm-hmm.
You think folks, you know what I'm saying? This ain't even talking about the boogeyman, the Lord. This is just talking about the Prince Empire itself. And it ain't got nothing to do with Junior. You know what I'm saying? It ain't, not to say nothing, because Junior do his thing on the music side, but it's just like Senior in those before Junior was ever on the scene, like established what that was, bro. That, you know what I'm saying? That's you can't uh think that folk, and that's why I say I don't judge that man for trying to defend his family and defend his name, because from the jump, nobody was trying to solve that murder. Didn't nobody care about who really killed Takeoff. They really wanted it to just be a Prince family situation. They just
Mm-hmm.
wanted it to somehow be Jay Prince was responsible for killing Takeoff because he killed him. They wanted him to be responsible for Duke the Jeweler, who he came out in an interview recently and said he had just found out that Duke the Jeweler was even a jeweler like the day of. It wasn't. I ain't know that, and he didn't know him no time before that. Boosie did an interview after that, saying that he brought him out there. He was with him right before it, and they left, and he parked under the thing. You know, Boosie and spoke on this multiple times. So
Mm-hmm.
they still want to tie that. It's so many narratives that they just always trying to push to make it seem like, oh yeah, the Prince family is somehow on some super conniving evil shit to anybody that come down here. And it's
Mm-hmm.
crazy how they, and then there be folks in the city sometimes that just want to. It's trendy right now to hate on the Prince family. It's trendy,
Mm-hmm.
and these niggas out here want to fit these trends, and if that's the narrative going, and that's just what it's gonna be, without any kind of solid facts. Man,
Mm-hmm.
we ain't got nothing. We ain't got nothing to make them to feel like, oh yeah, we should hate on what they got going or try to paint them in that certain light. You ain't got nothing to say that. Like, for what you got?
It's basically a history of misunderstandings, and
Mm.
I can tell you from personal experience. I was at that party where he got rejected, and you know what the issue really was?
Let's tell you, bro.
It was Jazz party, and was it Jazz or Junior? I think it
It
was
was one of they probably. I think it was Junior, but it
okay.
was one of they shit for sure.
Yeah, it was his party, and they announced. They said it's a long line wrapped around the building. They said at 11 after 11 o'clock, nobody else is getting in this building. It was at Club Mercy. I
Yeah,
was there
yeah,
in the tray, and after that 11 o'clock mark, it don't matter who you is. The way they run stuff is straight disciplined. You know what I mean?
yeah.
What we said is what we said. Nobody gets in after 11. So he couldn't get in. And I'm sure he used to, how they operate up top. Oh, that's him. He got to get in. Like,
Right.
nobody else is getting in. So he ran into Jazz like at a sneaker shop. And I think he said, "What's up?" And from different regions, you know what I'm saying? some places when you say what's up, it's like, what you mean what's up? What you want to be up? You know what I mean? So it was just misunderstandings from the beginning. Like, nah, after 11 o'clock, nobody else is getting in this party. And that's how it was. And, it went south from there. Yep. So one thing for sure, well, he did come back down here one more time. I seen that he was out in Katy somewhere performing. He snuck in town and ran out, but you won't see him back down in Houston, not in the public eye ever again. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, as far as the Prince family goes, as far as the Prince family goes, one of the most outstanding families down here when it comes to contributing to the community.
Right, bro.
When it comes to caring about the city.
I just don't understand like what they trying to, and then the difference is all I gotta do to see what type of shit the folks that criticize them, to see what y'all on, what y'all peddling to y'all listeners. I just click on y'all page.
Right.
That shit way more destructive than anything. That's some of the most destructive shit right there. That you feed that type of mindset. Like, ain't nobody, you will never get ahead, bro. We'll never get ahead with listening to that type of folk, that type of leadership. And I hate to call it leadership, but it is, because you got the following. But where are you taking them? Shit. And that's why I never was a cat that really gave a damn about following, bro. Because if you really ever pay attention, shit, Colts had following. All these Colts that you see, what's homie name that led them folks out there, made them drink the poison and killed families and just killed everybody. What was the man named? The Colt.
Jim Jones.
Yeah, it took them all out there. He had a nice following. Just put their ass to the fucking slaughter. So what did that following really mean? They was all misled. They was all, you know what I'm saying? So it's not about following, man. It's about substance, bro. It's about what you standing on. What is you really talking about? Like, okay.
And we talking about the Prince family, and by no means are they perfect.
No means, bro. No means.
It's a lot of things that
that's not what this is about either, bro. It ain't about of one side and condemning the other side. It's just about I think the most solid thing to do would be to respect the situation and let those involved be the only ones we hear from.
Yeah. And if you throwing rocks and hiding your hand, and if you a snake in the grass or whatever, karma catches up with you.
Right.
So don't be the person that's so worried about Jazz, Junior, Mike Prince, Jay Prince, any of the Prince family. If they did something wrong, trust and believe, karma is going to catch up with them. It's not for us to judge. Let karma handle whatever has to be handled.
And it all work out in the end anyway it go, man. All work out. Like I say, bro, I'm not too hung up on nothing too much one way or the other. This ain't no, like we said, ain't no glorification of no side. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. I just think sometimes these opinions that you spew, folks got to be a little more mindful about what the effect of their opinion, and then the effect of what they saying, like what they do.
From long distance.
Yeah, man, from long distance. It's for what, bro? Like, why lead them folks to that?
Yeah,
you really think like, I don't give a fuck about that shit, man. Fuck him, bro. I'll slap him. All right, bro. Like, you probably still broke, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that ain't even no knock on being broke, but it's just
Right.
like,
That's one of the you know, the conditions that people be in, you know.
yeah, it's like, bro, why we don't want to go talk about getting no money? You don't want to focus on that. You ready to throw your life away,
Mm-hmm.
and for what? Because you don't agree with how they handle shit.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't none of them fuck with y'all personally. Like,
I've never heard of Ag being down here for nothing.
no, I ain't never seen Act in the age. Never.
Mm-hmm.
Never seen
But
age. And that ain't saying that he don't never come or never wouldn't come. And that ain't saying
nah, he been all through the shy, so you
it
know.
ain't even like I would even try to even get no goofy shit done type shit. It would just be like on some uh full fledged respect to what you do, bro. Just be more mindful, I would ask. That's all I think I want, bro. Like from every party involved. That every party I spoke on, I just want them. I just want everybody to be more mindful, bro. Like just do a little bit more thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Um, knowing that you got platforms and knowing that you got, you know what I'm saying. And of course, like I say, that is not in no way to say that like because I started my whole statement out by saying I do feel like he didn't the Prince Jay Prince didn't even have to come all out throwing all out the business about who called who or whatever. He didn't have to, but he been being attacked since the shit jumped off. So it's kind of like, you know how it is. You take a couple of them on the chin and be quiet. You take a couple of them, but then
Mm-hmm.
eventually you gonna want to get your uh get some shit off your chest too. So it's just like, hey, I'm not,
Well,
especially if somebody been talking saucy to you. You know, you gotta understand, like, ain't no way in hell I feel like Jay Prince come out and do that speaking if it wasn't some jazzy shit being said to him behind the scenes type shit. And to want it to stay behind the scenes, I get that. I get that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But shit, you know, I do get that part. So I'm not here to even flex. Like, I don't understand why somebody wouldn't want that. You know, somebody would feel a certain way about him mentioning that shit out loud. Like, hey, I get it. But like, so like, what do you feel like the solution is? You feel me? Or what is the resolution to it? Okay, so because he felt the need to speak out loud about defending his family and his name, we got
mm-hmm.
to crucify him. That's what you want. You want it to be just straight crucifixion off of, or should we just be like, hey, you know, shit, like, because ain't nobody ever trying to say that he just was supposed to be a messiah.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody here thought he was a messiah. I think we all know he's human, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all can respect that. We can all respect that everybody human. So having human reactions to somebody maybe speaking jazzy, that it do seem like it's pretty clear that it was some saucy shit said. You know what I mean? So like, can we be mad at a man for being human and having maybe a moment that he probably wouldn't have wanted to have? You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he didn't probably because I'm sure, like I say, I'm sure he would want to handle shit differently in the court as well. But
Right. I
like, we
know.
can't crucify that man for wanting to defend his brand, defend his family and his name.
Mm-hmm. The Jay Prince that I remember from back in the day would never be on social media. I'm
Right.
I'm not sure what you know what I think got him on social media. Um,
Hey, bro,
promo for that book,
that did get him on there, bro. You right.
because before that book, you know what I mean? Because I remember when he started promoing the book, I was like, I ain't never really seen
It's true.
uh, Jay Prince messing around on social media. But once the promo from that book came, then he got a taste of social media. And I'm not saying he, just be jaw jacking and whatever, but he's been responding to people that back in the day he would have never. He was always the ghost in the machine. He was
Right.
as the king of the South, but you really didn't see his movements.
Yeah. And I feel like it just become like this social media era just to get everybody more accolades. And like you say, the book really put him more out there too. Like the book, the interviews, like, you know, when you start going on platforms, it's like you know what I'm saying? When you start, oh, you own $1 million worth of game, okay, or you own Drink Champs, and you know he ain't going in there and not getting love. He going in there and folks is like giving him flowers and most people that you think about, and for us to say, and if we be real, it ain't like he ever was really not known. You just didn't know what he looked like because he was known. You know what I mean? It wasn't like seen as much. So, because I mean, think about it. He ran rap a lot from jump, and folks, a lot of these the beginning of the independent wave, you know, and building empires musically on your own sweat and blood type shit. He was one of the pioneers of that shit. And it ain't no questioning that. It ain't no way around that. So you ain't no question of why, you know, folks, it ain't just about what he gonna do. Like that's why we not to even bring Wack back up, bro, but like why would you talk about trying to fight this man? Like, why do you think that there's something that's gonna prove something, bro? Like that is a that is a trapped mental man. That man is trapped.
As a mature, grown up man, like,
bro, what are we doing? What are we talking
wanting to fight? And I'm not saying that men don't get into fights, but anticipating it, like, I'm gonna beat you up. Like, my hands still work real nice, but
why?
I'm not.
But why, bro?
The best way to win a war is what? To not even enter.
Never engage.
Yeah.
So it's just like, bro, I don't know what but yeah, is you I respect it because I feel like he always been one that thought with his mind. But when there's pressure on and that fire on, you know what I'm saying? You got it ain't like they just been sitting back talking crazy or wilding out or that has not been the energy. That has not been the energy they've been on. So now, if this is the first time that there's been some spicy talk from his side, you don't know how many times he been spoke to spicy and didn't say nothing.
Right.
Maybe he had a human moment and felt spicy, like, man, I'm really still able to get that shit done, type shit. Like, nah, I ain't no fucking weightlifting nigga. Yeah, I ain't no nigga finna go out here and try to. But like I say, I'm still him. So you feel me? Like, hey, I'm not mad at a man for wanting to respect his family and put that out there, like, shit.
Loyalty and respect is what it's about.
I ain't mad at it, bro.
But definitely, we're gonna keep telling these people, you know, share, like, comment, and if you don't know, it's showing us numbers on who's watching. So who y'all think coming in and just playing peekaboo, just say something in the comments. I mean, all of that staring stuff, like, I mean, I'm definitely
love, man.
I don't like calling people out, but I see the numbers. It is like,
it's all love, man.
what is that? Say
Appreciate
something.
for the views, man. But I
Yeah,
would
say
appreciate
something.
just saying a little something. You could talk back. We could interact, get into it.
We do not bite, bro.
I promise. I don't care if you disagree. If you disagree, let me know, man. Maybe you don't. Maybe you think I'm all the way left on it. Like, but man, bro, hell nah, bro. You tripping? And man, J Prince is not on the way. Maybe I'm tripping. I promise you. I'll listen.
Yeah. Gonna drop a comment if you feel like you feel any different from what we said. Or if you agree, drop a comment and say you agree. This is called engagement.
Straight up, man. No, ain't nothing to it. I'll let the ball up.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Free your mind.
Another thing I will say though, to even detect that, let's say J Prince take the for all of the street dudes that say, okay, just keep it quiet and handle that business with the whoop. Okay, let's say Offset pop up hit, gone. Then what? You
They're gonna be
applaud.
knocking. They're gonna be knocking on the prince's door
Thank,
automatically.
thank you, thank you. So you would applaud him for keeping it G and just taking it to the streets, and that,
Mm-hmm.
but what that do for him by pleasing you and your irrational desires?
Right. Go look for the dude that beat him out his clothes. Maybe
Goofy.
it was him.
All anybody that's thinking like that, think you got to think about. Okay, let's say he do handle it like you want. He keep it in the streets. He go get that shit taken care of, and somehow it's a shootout, and somehow, God forbid, but one of these, Atlanta, one of the Atlanta cats get hit, or one of the mob
Mhm.
top get shot. Which y'all
Yeah.
be,
Anybody involved.
yeah, like, would that be more appealing to you?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he handled it like that, well, that's only gonna open the door for more destruction. You
That's
know,
what they looking for. Savage, acting like savages. That's what they looking for.
goofy shit, goofy
Mm-hmm.
shit. And that's why I can't entertain them, because it's like, bro, you don't see that it's like your line of thinking has no good ending. There's nothing positive about the end to your rationale. And if you think that
Mm-hmm.
that's okay, sad shit, bro. Go get
Yeah.
y'all a goddamn hoodie, goddamn
Get a hoodie right now.
it.
Whoever's looking at it, the
Cool
actual
analogy.
the link is in the comments. You know what I'm saying? The link is in the comments. It's the ricoverdict.com.co. And if you're looking at this right now, you want that red hoodie, you want that white hoodie, you want that pink hoodie for your lady, or you want to gift it to Killer Cam or something. Um,
Uh,
buy a hoodie right now, and it's a chime is gonna ring in my ear, and it's gonna sound like a cash register. It's gonna let me know you just purchased a hoodie, and I'm gonna sign, and it's gonna tell me who bought the hoodie too. And what I'm gonna do is sign a copy of the book and roll it out to you for free right now.
sound like a can't miss.
Yeah, right now. I see some people up in the building, and if you like that hoodie, go ahead and cop the hoodie. ricoverdict.com.co, and I will supply you with a free book. Whatever you want me to write in it, I will write in it.
I'm thinking about doing a giveaway with one of them too, so y'all be on the lookout for that.
Hmm We trying to make it as friendly as possible on here with you folks. You know what I mean? We love all of y'all.
Love my people, man. It's a good brother. Love my
Hmm Yes, sir. That's our daily greeting. Good brother.
good brother, good brother.
Good energy.
Always telling you. There's one thing you gonna always take away from me, man. I'm always gonna be big on energy.
Mm-hmm.
Like anytime I accept a lot of shit. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
I will accept a lot of shit. But negative energy just coming in with your energy bad out the door,
Mm-hmm.
good come from
Yep. And still,
it
you
first.
hear the term keep that same energy.
Right.
You could come with negative energy. We still gonna kick back good vibes.
Oh yeah.
Because that's the way it's supposed to
You
be.
please. See the thing about it, you bring a negative energy here, right? You're not affecting mine. Because you're not in here. I'ma see you, but you're not in here. So
Mm-hmm.
if you want, bring whatever energy you want. Only the positive energy will really get you anywhere though. It ain't gonna really
Mm-hmm.
well,
That
if
is it. Yep. So we trying to hang on for the last few minutes. Let me put the chime in my ear because I think this person, I know who they are. I think they want to buy a hoodie. Put the AirPod in so I can hear the chime in my ear.
you
Ching. Can you still hear me, bro?
Oh yeah, I hear you, brother. You good?
Do it sound crystal clear?
Oh yeah, you solid, brother. You
Cause I
solid.
want them. Cause it switched to my AirPod. I want them to hear me crystal clear.
Oh yeah, you coming in
Buy
all
a hoodie. I will sign a free copy of the RICO verdict and ship it out to you. And if you buy it right now, I will next day air it to you.
sound like a must have.
Yes, get it in the mix. Get you one of them hoodies. Get you a first thing in the morning, because you know I'm my own shipping company. First thing in the morning, I had that thing at the post office. Next day air, you'll have it the next day. Indeed. So definitely, we appreciate you guys coming out
Much love.
on our Facebook, on our YouTube, LFX Media. Subscribe to the YouTube because we still build, even though we have our own platform, we still want to build that YouTube up because, you
Sure.
know, you don't want to have all your eggs, you know, in one basket.
Y'all
So,
definitely follow through the YouTube page as well. Like I say, y'all, man, I'm telling y'all, being real, man. Listen to your boy. I'm a talk fly. That's
yeah,
just I'm how it be. But I ain't,
yes, sir.
ain't gonna lie. All right, you want to be right here.
Tune in to my questions in the morning, too.
I'm telling you,
We getting that back popping.
you want to be.
We've been off for 3 days. Somebody told me earlier today, he's like, you was on Facebook today. I was like, not actually, you know,
Not
it was
today.
it was a scheduled post. It works out when you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder how
It's
that works when
scheduled.
you was on suspension.
Well, like I said, somebody told me I was on Facebook yesterday posting. I
Oh
said,
yeah,
well, yeah, yeah.
damn.
Shout out to TFG. She told me earlier.
Salute.
Yeah, I'm like, I was okay. I did schedule some posts for all week, so it can't stop me. But you know,
From
my 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 Facebook incarceration ended a couple hours ago, so I'll go check my notifications, check my posts, and then that'll tell me, you know,
what it
uh,
was.
yeah, what the lowdown was. But definitely, um, we can't be stopped. That was
No,
another.
we only bringing
Ex-
quality content, man. We only gonna bring
mhm.
quality to the people. I ain't gonna
That
feed
was
my
another
food. That toxic.
Ghetto Boys album. Remember, we can't be stopped.
Yes, sir. Speaking of
Uh,
ghetto boys, you want to touch on that before we go, bro?
yeah, yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
Why, Willie D? Why, Willie? Why must you hate? I ain't gonna call it hate. Listen, y'all.
Go against the grain.
That man didn't have no reason to feel like he gotta check in with you like a wife to go to the Grammys that he was invited to, brother.
Hmm.
Now I understand you say y'all sit across from each other and all that and do the pod. I get it. He didn't know that it was gonna be no you involved though. Let's be real.
I didn't think he really cared about. I've heard him in some of his lyrics talk about, you know, who cares about the Grammys.
He
But
tried to say it even in his recent thing. He don't care about it. But it's like, how can you think we buying that at this point? You know we not buying that at this point. How you don't care?
hmm,
And
yeah,
you know,
especially if you have a podcast.
yeah.
You got a podcast. You really trying to, you know, get all the exposure you can in whatever way you can. But I mean, I guess certain people have certain policies and certain things that they don't tolerate. And, you know, I'm not going to sell myself out for this, that, and the other. But I watch Willie D's podcast, you know, and I'm not talking about the Ghetto Boys Reloaded. He does a live that, you know, a lot of people subscribe to, you
Yeah.
know, and they both
actually ran for city council at the same time, and I felt like a little kind of strange vibe with that too. You know.
Oh yeah, if they both running, you already know that's weird as hell right there.
Hmm.
To even be
Yeah.
having to choose between them is some weird
Well,
shit.
no, they weren't. They weren't in the same district. They
Oh
were running for the same office in different districts. But yeah, I mean, if me and you running in different, you running for the north and I'm running for the west side. Yeah, I mean,
right, right.
uh, I'm still, hey, go holler at my boy up in the north. He got, this, that, and the other. Vote for me over here in
Yeah,
Southwest,
yeah.
whatever. But you know what I mean? It's
Right.
an energy. It's a vibe that you will understand that I
So
rocks with him.
energy.
But the interviews that I heard, it was nothing similar to the synergy that me and you have. And these guys was in a group touring and
Yeah,
sleeping next to each other and all of that stuff. But
for years.
you yeah. So I don't.
Yeah.
I can't call it. I'm 2 sips from being an alcoholic, and I don't even drink no more.
Yeah. Uh, so I'm with you on that. I don't agree with how they playing that.
Nah, I mean common courtesy. If me and you is cool and we around each other a lot, I definitely would say, hey, they called me from the Grammys to do a song. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I guess I'm gonna go perform. You know,
Yeah.
you want to come
You
with
know what
me
I
or?
go to? How often do they talk off of the air on the pod? When they off the pod, how often are they talking? And you feel me? Is the pod something that they decided to do because he say Willie came out and said that I did it I chose decided to do it for the culture and and
Hmm.
and,
It
and
was Faith's idea though, wasn't
right. That's what, and he admitted to it that and
it?
Face say
Hmm.
that's why I did it. I as well did it for the culture.
Hmm.
So they saying that, and it's like, okay, if we can all stand in agreement that that's why we did it. Why is the support and the love not really seen? It's like the hating from Willie D. We've been talking about this. This is not my first time ever hearing that you've been on some hating shit. So if it's for the culture, like why we gotta always combat it with some hateful news associated with you and how you handling them, bro? I don't feel like he gotta go tell you he going to the Grammys if y'all not really, because maybe now this is the thing, if they talked every day afterwards like me and you talk, like
Hmm.
then it would be weird for me to go to the Grammys and not and you don't know.
Hmm.
That would be weird, if they talk like we talk, on a regular basis. But if their
Hmm.
relationship, say for instance, you know, me when Rastic on here or J Pad on here, if we don't talk, we not gonna talk every day afterwards like me and you talk every day.
Hmm.
But if Rastic went and he shot it out the platform or whatever, whoop the whoop, and y'all all went and I didn't go type or I didn't hear, I wouldn't feel like, oh damn, you ain't, you know. And I guess that wouldn't, maybe that's not apples to apples because we
Hmm.
group together or whatever. But
Right.
that was back then, and this is today. You
And
feel
this is Rastic's podcast,
me? Check
Streets
out
T
homie, man.
podcast.
He a
Go
little
support
misguided
my
on
guy
about
on
now, but
YouTube.
hey, he a solid cat. He just a little misguided on his goat debate. But all in all, man, that's a good homie. I love my people, man. I love you, Red.
Yes, sir. Tune in to the Streets T podcast. It's hot. I mean,
Solid.
it's a hot podcast.
Solid. For sure, sure.
Soon to catch you know Street T on LFX Media Live. But definitely the four-headed monster. We got a lot to offer. We have 4 separate podcasts, but we come together and do this. And I challenge anybody from ESPN. You know, I already challenge Joe Buttons.
My boy been on
Nor-
his Joe Buddenhead. Joe, I don't know
yeah,
why my boy on your top like that, bro, but he on it, bro. You
Joe
not
Buttons,
bro.
Nori, Gilly, whoever. We the content kings. I'm gonna keep saying that
I ain't mad, bro.
until y'all believe it.
I'm giving you everything you want.
Yeah, we the content kings, and we're gonna touch on financial literacy. We're gonna touch on real estate. We're gonna touch on forex trading. We're gonna touch on music. We're gonna touch on entertainment, and
All that
whatever's out there, we gonna touch on it. You know,
quality content only.
stay tuned. That's what we about. You know. So I think we've been on here long enough, good brother. We
Hey,
done,
I'm not
we done,
agreeing, brother. Shoot, you know.
we done gave it to them. You know.
Hey, that's it, bro. Always doing it for the people, man. Y'all be on the
Mm-hmm.
lookout again. You know,
Mm-hmm.
just to give y'all a last little wrap up of the night, bro. Just uh, be on the lookout for the Good Brother Sports Pod. Definitely
Mm-hmm.
working on that. Y'all be ready for growing with Though. You know, we got the greenhouse. We finna get all the way up and going. We gonna do the
Mm-hmm.
boys outside getting their hands in the dirt a little bit. You know,
Right.
getting us centered and learning
Mm-hmm.
where our food come from and big on trying to get that knowledge out there too. So, you know, be on
Mm-hmm.
the lookout, man. Be on the lookout for a
For
lot of new,
sure.
lot of good stuff, man.
Yes, sir. And if you see me in your inbox or reaching out to you to get your email, we're actually, mm, I'm probably going to be off of Facebook pretty soon. I'll be honest with y'all. So I would recommend that, you give me your email address so you can be part of the newsletter and you can see what's going on at LFX Media Live. We'll have a blog on there as well, which that's all Facebook is a blog. It's a continuous thread where people talk, and we're gonna do the same thing on LFX Media Live, but it's gonna be, you know, on the same energy level. And I'm not saying that nobody that subscribes is gonna go against the grain. That happens everywhere. But
Right,
for the most part, the people who uh, appreciate our content, the people who want to vibe with us, that's where we at over on our own platform. So when you don't see me on Facebook no more, look for me over on lfxmedia.live. I'll be sending some newsletters out. I'll be sending some emails out within the next couple weeks. We're gonna finish up uh, Black History Month strong. We got the 30-day challenge for no fried food or salts going pretty good. Going pretty good. We're dropping valuable information. I'm dropping a lot of history of the city I was born in, Erie, letting people know actually Black history goes back to 1795 in the city of Erie.
yeah.
1795. So
So
I'm
you got
gonna.
some more back there, brother.
So I've been dropping businessmen, businesswomen, families, and I'll continue to do that for the rest of the month, just out of love.
Much love, much love.
hmm
That's solid. That's solid, man. Good
Yes,
thing to provide the folks with.
no doubt. So definitely shout out our other two fellow podcasters ain't here with us.
No doubt,
The
man.
Custom Beat King, Rastic Bangham. We'll see y'all soon. Um, like, comment, subscribe. Again, hit us up on Facebook, hit us up on YouTube, hit us up on our own platform, LFX Media Live. And it's been my pleasure to bring this content to y'all tonight or early this morning.
Right. Yeah,
Indeed. So
yes, man.
we gonna go ahead and sign off. You got anything else you want to let them know what you got going on?
Man, not too much more, bro. Just again, be on the lookout. Good Brother Sports Pod, Good Brother Grows. Uh, we're gonna be giving some trade content. We'll be showing y'all how to make that passive income. Show you how your boy finna come to the house.
We got course instruction coming real soon.
Your boy is finna hang this work hat up this year. I'm only a couple months away. I'm gonna show you how. Tune in. Tune in.
Right. For corporate America. Keep working for yourself.
Yes, sir. Nothing wrong with your job either. Don't want y'all to think that. It's okay to keep working, but I'm gonna show you how you can do both. Be on top.
Absolutely. And we as entrepreneurs, we never want to discourage anybody from getting a check. You know what I mean? It's supplemental. It's something like, okay, I got this check that's going to keep coming in while I'm building my business. So don't think that you worry about that, because barring barring going to the hospital last year, I was punching the time clock as well. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, don't take it that we like looking down our nose at anybody who punching the time clock. Salute, get that bread, As long as it's legal, I'm with it.
Likewise.
So definitely hit us up on the ricoverdict.com.co for the t-shirts, for the books, for the other merch. I mean, I have a collection also of things besides, it's merchandise. You have to go through the website and check it out. We got ladies items, we got accessories. Check us out on the ricoverdict.com.co. Okay. Grab them hoodies. We got t-shirts as well. Definitely grab the book, but be looking for an email, and we'll keep this special going. Buy a hoodie, get a free book. We're gonna keep this special going. We might do it. What you think? Do it for a whole Black History Month?
Yeah, bro. I was gonna just say that. Do it for the culture this month.
For the culture, okay. Whole Black History Month. Buy a hoodie. We will give you a free book. The Rico Red Man.
Y'all boys winning. And girls.
Good. We blessing y'all game.
Y'all winning. I'm telling you, for real. Good read, man. I'm telling you.
Indeed. So yeah, we'll go ahead and sign off. Paji Carter, LFX Media, the podcast. If you didn't know, now you know. We will see you on the next show.
Be blessed, brother.